Hey guys, what's up? It's Uberwho, and this video is just gonna kind of be like Black Ops 2 first impressions type thing going on. But anyways, this gameplay is actually my very first game of Black Ops 2, and I have yet to duplicate the results out of the 4 or 5 hours I think I played on multiplayer. Haven't played as much as I wanted to, but I'll get into that a little bit later. So my first impressions with Black Ops 2 is that at first I love the guns and I love this map, Slums, but as I got to play it more and more, I mean, obviously you're gonna come across a lot of campers and stuff like that, and people who aren't really exploring the map, I guess, as much as I have been. That's how I kind of learned the maps and the traffic and good routes and stuff like that, is by running around and I guess kind of sacrificing myself. But playing a lot of domination, and the problem I have with domination, and it's basically because that's how Treyarch creates their maps, is that B-Dom is pretty much out in the middle of no man's land and you can get attacked from every frickin' direction. And then they put up these areas that you can head glitch from so you can watch B-Dom, and it's difficult when the enemy team has B and you're trying to cap it. I've seen all these YouTube commentators where they have these gameplays, and it's like they jump on B-Dom and the enemy team is nowhere to be found, and I wish I could play against those guys, not those commentators, but the guys they're playing against, because I feel like every lobby we go into, it's just a huge like free-for-all in the middle of the map, and it's really frustrating, especially coming from Black Ops and Modern Warfare 3, where I mean, I didn't have an excellent kill death or anything like that, but it was better than most. And this one, I think I'm like at a 1.25 or something like that right now. It's a little change of pace, I guess. But hopefully I'll be able to step it up and kind of learn the map and where I should be and where not to be at all times. And things will improve that way. Win-loss has also been a problem. I mean, I was playing with a full party opening night, but I think we got 5 or 6 losses in the first night, and that's pretty atypical for release nights for me anyways. The pick 10 system, I love it. I mean, I think it's a really great idea. I think it's brilliant, especially for like people who don't use certain types of equipment. Like, I've never really used secondaries as long as I have primary ammo, and so I thought I would really love the setup of having a really overpowered primary, running scavenger, and having all these perks and other things, and dropping off my tacs and my grenades and my secondary. But first, I guess you don't get scavenger for a while, so that's kind of put a little skew to my problem, or my setup. And then it seems like I almost need tactical grenades and lethal grenades in order to play domination and headquarters, because they are really effective and they help you to check areas that you're going to try and run into. But maybe my whole theory on that will change once I get scavenger and can put it to good use. I definitely won't. I don't think I'll run a secondary when I have scavenger, because I'd rather just use, you know, a weapon that has a longer range and it will have attachments. It's a good system though. I love it. I find myself loving perk 2 greed, at least for now in the lower levels. I think I'm like level 22 or something like that. I was running perk 1 greed as well, but I don't really like hardline. I don't think it helps as much as I would like it to. I'll probably mess around with that and engineer though when I'm playing with care package, and see how that goes. I know hardline doesn't really have anything to do with care packages anymore, but just easier to get. And speaking of kill streaks in general, it's really difficult to get a high kill streak. I mean, there are times, you know, obviously when you get into the flow of a game, or you're in the zone, and you can pull off, you know, 10 or 12 kills without dying. But even then, that's like, you know, if you're just getting regular kills, that's 600, 700 points, and that might get you a lightning strike, which is a good kill streak. I really like that one, but you know, there's so many higher kill streaks now. They're up in like the 1600s. I don't know how people do that. Like, I mean, I understand you can camp and wait around a high traffic area or a spot with an objective to capture, but that's not my playstyle. I hate sitting in one spot of a map for the entire game, even if I get like a really high kill streak. So I don't know if this is just going to be one of those games where I play it like Modern Warfare 3 in the style of sacrificing myself and just running low kill streaks, which might be the way I go. Or if I, want to kind of scale it back to Black Ops days where you do use the advantage of cover a lot, especially, until you get like chopper gun or a dogs, and then you can play a little more recklessly. But I don't know, it's a good mix. I like how it's a point system and how you actually do get rewarded for capping objectives and, getting defense and stuff like that. But something about it just doesn't seem perfect, and I don't really know what it is about that. If it's the map design or the spawns or something like that, it's just difficult to get high kill streaks in this game unless you're kind of probably running Ghost and a silencer and sitting like in the back of the map in your spawn. I don't know. In this gameplay I'm using the Scorpion, which I loved. It felt really natural and good in my hands, as you'll probably tell from the ending KD, but these other weapons, the MP7 works okay for me on some maps. The assault rifles almost seem inconsistent for me, and I haven't touched the shotguns. I probably will later this weekend, because they actually seem to be alright considering where you are on the map and whatnot. I think that's it for multiplayer on my end. I started playing the campaign, and I had actually planned on putting a campaign playthrough on my channel, but I'm playing it on Veteran, and if you haven't played this campaign on Veteran, it is the most frustrating campaign I've ever played out of any game in my life, and it's actually kind of difficult. Well, some missions are difficult, some are pretty easy, but I mean, there are times where I'll die, and it'll start me up at a checkpoint, and I'll be getting shot in the back, like, as soon as I get into this checkpoint, which I've never seen that before. And, it'll be like the time before I died, that guy wasn't behind me, but all of a sudden he is. And, I've died multiple times where, like 2 seconds into a checkpoint, I'm just dead. It's very frustrating, it's very difficult, and I didn't even want to put in the time of editing out all the deaths I've had and, like, replayed scenes. It's very frustrating. And zombies I want to get into very much. I plan to do that on Friday for sure. I want to play the campaign or whatever it is. I haven't really checked into it, but I want to get into the zombies for sure. I think that's about it. Hopefully this weekend I've been a little busy, so I'll be able to get a video up kind of my class setup. I mean, take it with a grain of salt, seeing as I've been struggling at the beginning, but hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a like if you could, and I'll see you guys later.